Welcome, welcome. I am GpaSilverMane. This video is all about my level 85 account. Going on 2 years in. I'm going to cover it from everything about it, essentially. And the reason for that being is I just kind of want to wrap up where I'm at after going on 2 years in the game, where I'm at ending 2021, and where I'm headed in 2022 with my account. And I do spend on my main account here, and I'll cover all that stuff and all the game modes and kind of where I'm at and what I'm doing and why. Maybe you can compare. Maybe you just like to see where somebody's at after 2 years that's played pretty dedicated, religiously, I should say. I love this game, and I put a lot of time and effort into it. And I just kind of want to wrap up my account this year with the video, so you can kind of check it out. If you're liking the content, you like the video, you want to help support the channel, it's free. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. It helps it helps YouTube recommend my videos to more of the player base for Marvel Strike Force. As well as subscribe. They're both completely free. Subscribing will just get you updated when new content goes live. How do I say that? Pertaining to Marvel Strike Force. There's also a comment section. Feel free to comment. Ask any questions if I missed something or you want an answer to why I did this or why I do that. Feel free to comment down below. Also, there's a link to my Discord in the description as well. Let me get rid of my big head here. Let's go ahead and dive right in. There's quite a bit to cover. I do want to start off in achievements here. So log in 690 days. I'm 7 days away. I believe 2 years is like, I want to say 712 days or something like that, but I'm assuming this is their 2 year maybe. I'm not really sure. The crazy thing here I also want to show is you got to beat this 3 more times to get that final top 2 corners. These 2 little corner pieces at the top. You have to beat this 3 more times. And I literally beat it 3 times to get to where I am now. So I find that to be quite insane because you can see I already got the bottom 2 corners here up in the corner. It's just nuts, right? I do want to break down my account here. I'm almost up to 10 million total collection power. I have a lot of awesome characters and teams that I've invested into. My strongest team, 847, according to this. And I believe it just takes your 5 strongest characters and adds them together. I don't get a lot of MVPs, but I participate in every war and I give it my all. There's a lot of times I should think harder and take different actions. And I could get more victories and I could get more MVPs if I chose to by doing that. We have a pretty competitive alliance and it's quite awesome. So, I mean, to get MVP in my alliance is a big honor, you know what I mean? I've got almost every character except the brand new ones that haven't even been released. 3 of them haven't been released, and I just unlocked Magic, and I still don't have, not Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider. And I will show off my roster a little bit later. Max Star 79, I got tons that I could take up. Like, I probably got another 50 characters I could max out, but I don't have the gold to invest, and there's no reason currently to do so. I did hit first, and that was actually within this last couple weeks here, because of Cersei and Icarus. My latest rank's 35, and I'm climbing back up. I have a few more attacks. I'll get back in the top 20 today. I was as far down as, I think, 95th place yesterday. So, and that's just because of the holidays. I took some time away and spent time with the family. Latest Blitz rank, not terrible. Blitz wins. You can see I've done a lot of blitzing in my day. It's quite insane. Collection power, 103.9k is where it's saying I'm at. 104,000. 104,000th place for collection power. So that's just goes to show you. 10 million, I thought it'd be a lot higher than that. There's a lot of people out there a lot stronger than I am. So there's a lot of active community here. As for our alliance, we're rocking. We're in the top 4,000 alliances. And I find that to be quite wonderful. I believe we've been up closer to 3,000 before. So I don't know what's going on. A lot of shifts and stuff. Strong's team power, 46,354 here. 46,000 is not terrible for strongest team. I'm sure when you get up in those top ranks, it's all about like 1 point of power and stuff. You know what I mean? Or 1,000 power type of deal. So I'm not doing too terribly bad. I'm happy with those numbers. And where I'm at. I'm not going to cover challenges because I maxed them all. If you have any questions on the teams I use and or why, I can point out some of the characters. Like I said, I have all the characters, so I can do essentially I can pick the cream of the crop and just go in and master it. As for my arena, I had to use that team to attack, I do believe. here's my defense, and I just run this because it's 5 solid characters. You can mix and match. You can run your Zemo. You can run your Cable. There's a counter to everything right now. So I'm just putting in a strong defense that I'm comfortable with so the Infinity Watch can't beat me. Nobody's going to pass me with Infinity Watch, essentially, is my goal personally. I want them to have to use one of the counter teams and have a bigger Icarus and Cersei, essentially. And throw in a Loki. Because you could put Loki, Cable, and Emma Frost and beat any team, essentially. And any combo, I should say. Any combination of them characters you can mix and match. So I just threw that as my defense. And this is the last team I had to use to win. And I don't usually run this team solid. Like, sometimes it'll be a Zemo in here instead of a Doom. Or it'll be my defensive team I use to beat Infinity Watch teams. And that's kind of how I rock it. Milestones. I'm not going to max this. Again, the holidays were here. And to me, that was just so much more important. And I'm not going to buy the snowflakes from the store. I could definitely see getting up to, maybe right about here. So I will get a few more goodies, but I won't be getting that last one, which is just teal gear. I mean, it would be a big boost. Obviously, I would love to have it, and I'd really like to have that. World Warrior, with over a day to go, we max it, we rock it. What? Campaigns, I've mastered them all, including Doom and all that stuff. I just finally finished him off at 3 stars. I'm actually the only character I'm currently farming is Captain Sam, I believe. And Kree Cyborg, so I can get Omega Red at 6 star. And that'll actually be when I unlock him, because I don't have him yet currently. ISOs, obviously, I've blown through all those. We'll go over here to Blitz. I'll kind of show you where I'm at now and how my teams are set up. We're still on the first day. And it's really based on your collection power and your Blitz teams. There's no combination of characters you can mix and match with a lower power account and hope to get higher score than I have. And that's the same for me. I can't hope to get higher than people that have more power than I do. Which is rough. It is what it is. But these are my... Well, this ain't right, is it? Yeah, these are my Blitz teams, I was going to say. And then I just built them this way because it lined up. A lot of them are team synergies and such. As you can see here, a lot of it's synergistic. I threw Silver Surfer because he didn't have a home, so I put him with X Factor. Like right here, I put in Jessica Jones instead of Sabretooth because I'd rather have Sabretooth on my Weapon X team that I'm working on. This is one of my favorite teams, actually. Straight up. I got a big Black Bolt, 7 red star, maxed out. He's G15, but I'm not going to take him to 16 at all. I'm done investing into him. I might bring up his fellows here, but the only thing I use him for in this team is essentially to beat Red Skull teams or Zemo teams on war defense. But yeah, it's mainly just synergistic stuff. I threw a few mix and matches in there type of deal. You'll see I have 1 strong, 4 weak. 1 strong, 4 weak. I have quite a few of those. Phoenix. Here's my Way of 1 for the most part, but I did take Widow and put her with Skilletary. I do believe here. I'll have to look. There's my aim. That's my original starting team, and I don't know that they've grown much since I started with them. I got them to about this power, maybe just a little under, and that's when I transitioned. So there's my Skilletary, and that's where I got her over here. This is the best Skilletary team in my opinion. And I'd love to get her built up. She's an amazing... I like the actress that plays her. The character is acted very, very well and written very, very well in the movies. This is my Shadowlands. I actually just brought him way up, and I'm bringing her up now. I took her to G15 for... what was it? Dark Dimension. And it turns out she's no good unless you invest a bunch of T4s into her. Well, I wasn't willing to do that at the time, and that's why she sucked so bad. So I used to say she was the worst investment ever, but really, I should have just T4'd her, and she would have been amazing. My Weapon X coming along quite swimmingly, and I don't invest into them right now because they're unfarmable. 2 of them are. And I don't have Omega Red, so I quit on them a long time ago with AIM. Similar stuff's going on here for my Wakandans, just enough to do the Chaos Theory. My Power Armor. War Machine and Iron Man, I love them. I guess I love Falcon too. I don't really know this chick, Ironheart, but Gwyneth Paltrow is awesome. As you can see, just ain't worth investing in currently. So I'm hoping that they get a rework, or he does. Something comes to help this team, so that way they're worth playing. She should be so powerful, and she's just not that good. My Web Warriors, I brought them way up, and I'm just waiting on Oz Formula to G15 them. We'll talk about all that after a bit. Again, I don't build war defenses. Never have, never will. I might throw a little bit into these teams later if I ever get the chance or opportunity. I'd love to. It's just not something I personally do. You don't get a plan. Why would I put golden resources into a team? Literally sets on the screen, and I never get to play, enjoy, or use. So it's pretty much worthless. Again, I'm not a big Cloak and Dagger fan. I do love the artwork on this, on Deathpool with the scythe. She is wonderful. Fantastic Four was before my time. I mean, they're still great on war offense or defense. I just never had the opportunity to invest into them, or the want, really, personally. Here's my Kree. I'm trying to bring this dude up, but I can never get his shards. I'm 12 shards short of 6-star. And I never had to build them originally because I didn't go Fury. Because I don't build war defenses. So I never put no stock into them. I never farmed them. And I've been farming them for about the last 3-4 months since Omega Red was released. Or there was, we had heard about it. So I've been farming them ever since, and I've got him almost to 6. The rest are on their way to 7. Maxed, and I believe he's maxed. I won't waste my life farming Hand or Ravagers. But that's my Blitz teams. And that's just how I have them set up. Strongest to weakest, synergistic, when possible. I will touch on Alliance. Titans Reborn. If there's a member out, or if there's somebody out there looking for an Alliance that's doing U75, but mainly Doom 1, like I'd say 2/3 of the time we're doing Doom 1. Occasionally we'll throw in a U75. And we're 30% in Doom 1 every time, minimum. Working towards that 60%. Check us out. You're more than welcome. We will make a spot type of deal. If somebody's inactive or such, they will be gone. We're always open to the conversation, I should say. If everybody in our alliance currently would be active like they should every day, there wouldn't be an opening, actually, because everybody in there has been around for quite a while. We actually just filled a couple spots too. But if you're interested, go ahead and message me. I would love to show you what we're about and talk with you and maybe get you in there to help us push further in Doom, essentially, and to help you get the rewards and have a group of people that you like to hang out with. 8 attacks, 30 points, so I've lost 2 of my attacks. This is the one I beat that big Black Order with, though, so that's why I got so many points. It was over 1 million power Black Order. And it really helped. But we're dominating currently. I won't show off our defense. And we're in Platinum too. I mean, we win as much as we lose. There's times we'll go on a win streak. We never go on a lose streak that I've ever seen since I've been in the Alliance. And I've been with them since I was 600k power. Like I said, we get up to mid-30s on these achievements every time. So if we dot our I's and cross our T's, we could be maxing it every single time. Doom 1. I'll kind of show you how I'm doing here. And I take my own personal lane up. I always take the same lane, and I get stuck right here and have to fight it 2 or 3 times with my symbiotes. But I can get through it, and then I continue to move on. And then I stall out right about here because I don't have no more energy. Otherwise, I can clear the whole thing. If I didn't stall here for 2 or 3 fights, I'd be able to go all the way, essentially. Who's T-Max is here to help me, and he is my lane partner. He takes the inside, and we double team this. Like, I'll hit it, and then he'll clean it up, and such. Stuff like that will happen. And, I don't mind if he takes out the boss nodes and finishes them off if it helps his account and stuff. And it's kind of the opportunity thing. It's nobody getting the upper hand on anybody. There's times T-Max will be in a different strike team. So there's times I'm over here by myself doing this. But we always rock it. 15% with 21 hours to go. I guess I'm in 4th, but usually we get up to like 50 or 70 million, something like that, 55 to 70 million points towards the end of it. All these Greek raids were in the furthest one you can. Beta raid 4, difficulty 3. There is one that we do struggle on, and it's not this one. I think it was the last one, Alpha, maybe, or Gamma. I don't know. It was one of them though, where we can't do the hardest difficulty. We actually dropped back to difficulty 2 or 3, I think, because it's so difficult towards the end. But I finally get to the point where I can punch through it. Now, Dark Dimension. Like I said, I'm on my 4th run of DD4 here. I'm just waiting for G16 gear. I got my first G16 piece I put on Doom, which I want to show off here in a minute. I want to do my roster. But I'm up to here, and it takes 4 to launch it. Cersei and Icarus quite literally killed 30 people out of the last node by themselves after these other ones died. So I have to have 4 characters to launch, and that's upsetting. So I'm just playing through it again and again. Last time it took me 42 days, I believe, is my fastest time. And I can actually look here on the leaderboard. Completions, I was under 40,000th person. I'm under 50,000, I guess, here. 42 days, 2 hours. And that's not pushing hard. There's days I miss. There's days I just throw it on auto and only kill 1 character. If I actually play the nodes, it'd be a lot faster, in all reality. Real-time arena, I always max it. And I do purchase Battle Pass and Strike Pass on my main account here. The teal gear is quite sensational. The costume thing, I'm cool with because I love cosmetics, but last month was the first month I didn't buy it because I liked the Phoenix costume. It just wasn't worth it for me to have G15 and a Phoenix costume. The teal gear and the Phoenix costume, yeah, I would have bought it. Personally, I didn't need Cyclops, so I wasn't going to pay for Cyclops and a Phoenix costume last month. That's why they didn't get my money that time. But as for Strike Pass, I'm working my butt off towards it. I'm up to 60. I think it goes to 75 this time, right? Yeah, so I will be able to max it, I'm sure. It always comes down to the wire with like a day left, and then I'll get these last ones. And I do it for these last few rewards, essentially. It's, you know what I mean? It's one of the few ways to get gold promos, as well as the value is there in gear. Like, look at all these. You will never have a bottleneck on them. Whereas that used to be one of the biggest bottlenecks was these. But that's more for Wells and Krakens and stuff, heavier spenders. I also like this idea here. A premium costume, in my opinion. It's an awesome costume, as well as some credits so you can buy one of your things. This is just awesome loot. Not to mention it's one of the only ways to get gold. So I buy this every month. They put some awesome characters in here. Sharon Carter shouldn't be in there, in my personal opinion, but you can get it from the raid store. They should put a War Store character or something in there, you know. Maria Hill would have been better. And, you know, that's perspective. If it was like Sharon Carter got her unlocked for you, I bet it felt really good. But in reality, she's a raid character, and you're going to have her maxed eventually. So spending money to get her character shards just feels bad to me. And I can't donate till after. I wait till the reset, and then I donate. And that's why it's almost like it's a behind or ahead or something. You know what I mean? All right, I will just grab that for now, and I'll spend it in a minute. But that's kind of where I'm at on my account. My goal is I'm working towards, obviously, Dark Dimension 5, and we're trying to progress in Doom raids. I'm planning for the Web Warriors, but this is my first G16 piece right here is Mask. Augmented Dr. Doom's Mask. And it's not because I had choices, but it's kind of cool that is the one piece I actually was able to equip. He's an awesome character, and he always will be. It's not a bad investment to invest in a Doctor Doom ever, or Ultron, or Dormammu. They are Dark Dimension characters, and they will always stand the test of time, in my opinion. Are some better than others? Absolutely. But those characters will stand up. As far as I'm concerned, they have and will continue to. Their kits make them that way. No matter what happens, their kits will be viable, in my personal opinion. But as you can see, the blue ISOs is the characters I'm most likely to take into DD5. And that's not guaranteed, but that's the ones. Mainly it's my arena team. As well as Bishop's my favorite character. Bam. So I'm going to buy his red star as soon as I possibly can. Just because he's my favorite character. And honestly, there's talks of a new mutant team supposedly coming, and if they did like they did with Bio, it'll be a better raid team, which I don't know that they need a better raid team but I'm not doing the hardest content either. I'm doing Doom 1, so my team does just fine. Cersei and Icarus. I got it the 6-star, and I've got tons of promos. I got almost, I think, right around 400 silvers, and I'm gonna take him straight to 6. And I got over 100 gold promos. So first chance I get to buy his stuff when he comes live here shortly in the next couple days, bam. Zemo I quit investing in, but I took him up quite high. He was really, really crucial there for a while. He's still an awesome, awesome character, and you can do a lot with him. But I've been working on my web warriors, and I don't even really need to because I got the symbiotes like way jacked high, way jacked up, way jacked high. I don't know the right terminology there, but they are beast mode. All right, symbiotes. I love this team, and I think she might have been my first 6 red star, honestly. And I did her event campaign. I pulled a 6 red star, and that's why I loved her so much. And I just, I continued into it. She's got a great kit. She's just so squishy. And this guy was not farmable forever. This is not an option for a new to mid game player. If you think you're ever going to be able to get him consistently or as you would like, you're wrong. Unless you're spending money. So if you're free to play, I would just count this team out, personally. But my team is quite strong, over 700k. And I'm still going Web Warriors because Spider-Man, to me, is Marvel. And, he's a staple. I love the character. It's his time to shine. I want to enjoy it. And I'm working up my Shadowlands. I slept on them originally. When they came out, they were declared a war offense. And looking at them, they're just a team that kills everything. So really, they could be used anywhere, in my opinion. Plus, they have a healer. They're super fast. Their kits are quite sensational. I'm only building these guys because it's making me. I would build her because she is Magneto. I would happily build her. But the rest of the team just really ain't my... You know what I mean? I'm only building them because it makes you for Adam Warlock. They're a great team. Don't get me wrong. It's just not my cup of tea. Same with Multiple Man. It's not really my thing. I seen him, I think, in an X-Men movie once. And it was some dude that was like 100 or 200 of them. And then they were taking mutants' powers and stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. But that's about as far as I know the guy. She's not farmable. I like her... the 3 they brought. Gamora and Nebula. Been in the game 2 years. I got a lot of animosity towards them, and I'm not going to invest into them any bigger than I have to. I am trying to work these 2 up. I love this character. I'm not in Cloak and Dagger personally myself. There's so many other characters I'd rather work on personally. You got to find that happy medium. You got to invest in the characters you love while also being able to beat the content. Well, I spend a significant amount of money, what I consider significant, and I'm still unable to invest in half the characters I love. So, that's something to bear in mind if you're free to play. Don't get held back from investing in somebody you truly enjoy as a character, because you'll never get to the day where you're going to have enough gold to do that. You'll always have another new character, meta character you're going to have to invest in. And sometimes you just got to back burner that, and focus on your main. I'm not going to go too hard on her. I have a big Phoenix, but I'll invest as I can. She looks pretty cool. I mean, she's got that anime look to her. People love the schoolgirl haircut thing. She looks like a cool character. She's got Final Fantasy VII sword. It's quite sensational. Here's the rest of my roster. See, I haven't even ranked them up because I just don't have the gold or the want. I mean, you know what I mean? They just sit there. And my roster is quite, in my opinion, it's filled out pretty good. I have all the characters. I followed the things where you build them to where they're useful, and then I'd switch over. And I'm telling you what, you spend money in this game, and you want to have fun, and it is a ton of fun. And you want to be competitive. But if you're so focused on competitiveness, you lose track of that fun and investing in the stuff you truly love. He's one of my favorite characters from the movies. He's probably my favorite Asgardian, honestly, even over Thor, because of the guy that played him in the movies. And his eyes, dude. He's awesome with that giant sword. He's one of my favorites, hands down. But in this game, he's just not that good. Again, like I said, I have a ton of characters I could take and max out or star up, and I just don't have the gold. Iron Man, that's the biggest letdown I've ever seen. And after Spider-Man getting his rework, his due rework, I'm praying they focus on Iron Man. Personally. See my Fantastic Four, my Ravagers, Squirrel Girl. Alright. But that is my roster. I am focused on Web Warriors moving forward. The only characters I didn't have was right here in the midsection. T'Challa, I'm going to build him as I can. I loved the show What If. The episodes with him in it were phenomenal. I like that story arc that it took. Seeing Thanos through a different light. This guy's my main focus personally because of his spikes. And I want to invest into him because I like his spikes. Omega Red, I can't wait to get him. I had a card of him when I was a kid. And the character, the way they drew Ghost Spider is sexy, bro. She is fine, man. And I can't wait to get Dormammu either. But yeah, I'd love to invest in Colossus. I can't. Alright, that is my roster. That is where I'm at the end of 2021. And where I'm going in 2022, which is DD5, Pocket Dimensions, and Towers. Avenger Tower, baby. That's my goals. That's my dreams. That's my next year in Marvel Strike Force. We'll start off focused on that stuff. I hope you liked it. If you did, thumbs it up. Definitely subscribe. Comment down below if you have any questions or thoughts about this video. Much love. Stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next one.